Hi, you guys. First off, I want to thank God for another day in a better way. I want to thank God for everything He's doing, everything He's about to do in my life and our lives. All I can say is God. Thank you, Jesus, because God is the best thing that happened in my life. Love, relationships. A lot of people don't know how to reciprocate what you give out. You giving out more. You loving them, doing this, doing that. You giving out more and they giving out less. Say for instance, like, I'm going to tell you all these things I can do, but I have no action behind what I can do. You, on the other hand, saying and doing the things that you saying that you're going to do, but you have action behind your words. Man, love, relationships is very, very hard. And there's a lot that we have to learn when we become someone to be in a relationship with people, husband, wives, children. Is a lot. Because we really have to sit down and get in tune with ourselves and give ourselves everything that we want this person to give us. We have to give it to ourselves. Man, my brain wasn't so good, but I know one thing: love conquers all at the end of the day. And if I can love you and do everything I need to do for you, why can't you give me the same love? Or the same thing that I'm giving you. Love is not a one-way affair. It's a two-way affair. I love you. I'm going to bend over backwards for you. I love you. I can accept this. I love you. We going to go further, But you love me. You putting stipulations on it. You love me, and I get less than what I'm giving. And sometimes it's being people that's not what we deserve, especially when you begin to know yourself and who you are. At some point you know what you want, where you going, and who you are. And it's just toxicity, negativity. I just never had time for that. And I always have been a serious person, but serious about my life, serious about where I'm going, serious about my children, serious about me. I never really played too many games. I love and I love hard. Not until God go to showing you your life, what you deserve, who you are. That's when it start making sense. We'll sit back and, man, why I'm keep dealing with the same old people, just like a different person with the same old attitude, the same old behaviors. It's just like a pop off head, and I'm keep dealing with the same old thing. But somewhere when you start implementing God in your life, you get tired of that. You want a fair shot. You want somebody to treat you as how you treating them. You want to give and take. It's just not a give. It's a give and take. This is what a relationship is. It's a give and take. And when you begin to love yourself and know your worth, you will see that. So now this is how, when somebody do wrong, they want to keep constantly blaming you for this, blaming you for that. But in nationality, all these mistakes is yours. None of this is mine. And I don't have to take, or you don't have to take nobody's stuff and put it on your plate, and then now you weigh down with their baggage plus your baggage. Now that's double baggage, and it's weighing on you. No, sometimes you gotta allow people to go through what they need to go through so they can heal. And if you love them that much, you're gonna let them go through it. I mean, it might hurt, it may be painful, because you won't see the person have to go through that, but you did. They brought you through a lot. They did all kind of things to you, mind gamed you, lied to you, wasn't being honest to you. You went through, you cried many nights and many days. Now it's their turn. We all get a turn in a barrel. Now it's their turn to go through it. It's not that the first people don't love you. No, they love you enough to let you go and go ahead on and live that immature life that you trying to live and that you want to live. You just can't live it with me because, at some point in life that I know better. And when you know better, you do better. And this is not what I deserve. We don't deserve as black women, and whatever race you are, women period, we don't deserve for people to just walk over us, lie to us, come in, because I'm trying to use you, I'm trying to get further with you, but I ain't putting in no kind of work to get further with you. This woman done put all the work in, and if she putting the work in, I feel like she need to do what she need to do, let go and let God. And let God finish guiding and leading her. If she don't put in the work. And it's very selfish of people when you out here putting all the work and they just won't come and just put their body in there like they didn't do something. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. First of all, they didn't give you the time of the day. Second of all, it was like, oh, I got you. Second of all, first of all, you didn't give me a time of day. Second of all, it's like I'm competing with this one, that one, and that one. Let me tell you, it's no competition where things don't compare. And if you don't compare, what am I competing for? I'm not going to compete for a man. I'm not going to compete for anything. Because the Most High I serve gives me everything. And I don't have to be in competition with nobody. So I'm not going to let nobody pull me in things that I don't want to be in. If I say this is not who I am, I'm going to prove. You can't prove to yourself because this is what I want you and you're going to just drag me into something that I don't want to be in. This is not who I am. And I never had to go through that. Third party situations, mine's is mine. I never had to worry about, few relationships, I guess people do what they do, but that had nothing to do with me. That's them. That's how they are. People is very selfish and they don't want to give nothing. They don't want to give themselves. They don't want to try to help themselves. They don't want to change themselves. They want to be that same old person. But when you meet somebody different, you have to start doing things different. And I want a healthy relationship. I wanted a healthy relationship. So the only way I'm going to have that healthy relationship if I begin to get healthy. So I begin to work on myself. I'm talking about all the childhood trauma. I began to work on that, write about that, work on it. And it gave me a different perspective on life. It made me know how to forgive people, let people off the hook. I ain't got to walk around here with no baggage. I ain't got to be unforgiving. It made me learn how to love me more, pulling towards myself more. Knew my worth, knowing what I'm worth, because I'm damn sure worth somebody's going to treat me good. And it's an equal give and take. If I'm giving, you going to give. As far as a life, we go through things, some things we have to unlearn, because we was told so many things in life. We, at a real young age, we was taught how to steal. At a real young age, we was taught how to lie. We go in the store or the insurance man at your mama door, and you behind the door, she telling you, tell the man that I'm not even home when you right here. That's a lie. We was taught that, and that's got to be undone. We was taught how to steal. We may go to the store, we may not have nothing to eat, and your sister or brother say, put that in your bag. We was taught how to do that, but that's not the ways of God. And then we keep implementing those negative things in our lives, and we become that. Then we become toxic and narcissistic, in our daily behaviors and lives, and not paying attention to wherever you go, you bringing that bad baggage. That's all the things that people told you. That's not what God showed you. Because knowing that if you want better, it's always change, and you can do better in life. You have to be willing to get in there and do that work. You have to be willing to get in there and do that work on yourself. This is not what I want. I don't want to be in this. And we don't have to be nowhere we don't want to be. But when you don't understand, it's okay not to not understand. God sent people in your lives to help you. And we have to start identifying when God's sending things in our lives to help us. Everything ain't no relationship. Sometimes some things just be an assignment. Sometimes you might just pop in people's life just to show them the light. Sometimes you get with people and they're directly off of you. You see what they going through. You see their struggle, so you try to tell them. But what they do is bat you down. They got so many different people in their ear, they try to bat you down with a lie, trying to make you look small, trying to make you look stupid. But in the whole while, you telling the whole truth. Trying to act like you ain't nothing. I'm talking about steady lying, steady being dishonest, and you sitting up there just watching them. You know the truth the whole time. That's why you want to know. We as women, we have our own intuitions, and God gave that to us. Use them. Use them. Man, relationships can be a hard part of your life, but if you want something, you got to change to get something. You just don't get it. You just don't wake up with this. You just don't wake up and know that, okay, this is correct. Baby, it's some things you got to unlearn to learn. It's some things you got to undo to do. And I'm going to do a lot for me. So I know I'm going to treat you right because I'm treating me right. And when you get with people and you trying to help them and show them the way, they don't understand that way. They think, oh, she thinks she all that. She thinks she this. She ain't never act like she ain't never been through nothing. She ain't been. That woman been through a lot. It's only the strong survive. And God is a real healer. We all have spiritual gifts. Know who you are in God. So you can use your gifts. That gift of discernment. That gift of truth. That gift of love. That gift of kindness. That gift of compassion. That gift of love conquers all. At the end of the day, when you love something and it's acting up and you love it and you love it and you love it, it can change. We all can. We choose not to. God give us an opportunity to go right or go left. It's up to you. It's your story. And it's up to you to choose which way you want to go. So I chose the right way. I chose to live for the truth. I chose to be truthful. Because no one put you in a situation but yourself. Because you mad, immaturity, insecure little boy. This woman, you feel like you can't control her. You can't do this, you can't do that. So now I'm going to go out here and cheat on you. Because I feel like you hurt me and I'm going to hurt you. But sometimes that don't be the way to go, because then you put yourself in a whole big old mess and don't even know how you got there. Because when you had that person to treat you right and treat you good, you should have worked with that woman. You worked against her. Like she thought she was this and that. Nah, that woman didn't think none of that. She loved you. She would have did anything for you. And that's what men don't understand about a woman. She's going to help you. But you got to be willing to want to be helped. Ain't nobody helping, nobody don't want to be helped. So it goes on for years, and it goes on and on and on. It's a repeated cycle where you see no change. When a person disconnect with you, just know something going on with them. I don't want no person I got to go through, got to hide, or every time I'm looking at something, you got to shove. Because let me tell you, my life an open book. I ain't got no phones. I ain't doing none of that. But a person got to hide the phones, got to do this, got to do that, acting like they paranoid, this, that, and the third. Baby, you doing something not right. So I'm watching you, and I'm watching everything you trying to do. That mind manipulation. Mind games. That's of the devil. Let me tell you, God is not the author of confusion. The enemy are. And if you're around a whole lot of confusion, you're around the enemy itself. Then you gonna put yourself in a bigger situation when you could have just dealt with the situation you had and you and this woman grow. But no, you wanted to dog her, treat her like a dog because you listen to outside people or your family. You listen to your family, letting your family run and guide you because you don't even have a mind for yourself to even think for yourself. So you letting other people dictate your relationship when you should have been a dictator of your own relationship. And the woman kept trying to tell you and kept trying to tell you, now you in some shit that you can't even get out, wishing that you never touched it. And one day I remember, like, a person, they tells you about other people, but the people they tells you about, it be the people they dealing with. You want somebody younger, you want this, you want that in the middle age. Come on, baby, people gonna whip you down. You're not ready for none of that. These games, time has changed. Your whole mindset is stuck in the past. That's why you can't get further, because you are stuck somewhere in your mind. Your mind is stuck. So that you begin to be stuck, and you're stuck somewhere. But you got to get yourself out there. Because you had no right to hurt that woman. You had no right. Everything from the beginning was a lie. Everything. You lied and you lied and you lied. You was dishonest and dancing. You lied to yourself. Because at the end of the day, when they pull out and they retreat, let me tell you, you stuck with yourself. So you got to look at yourself and blame yourself and become honest with yourself and let yourself know, I am so sorry for doing this to myself. I am so sorry for doing this to people, because it's just not the person. It's people that you're doing it to. I am so sorry for being dishonest to me, most of all. Because see, we think we hurting other people and it's all funny when it's going on. And when you doing it and you the one that's keep, bringing the bone, that woman tried to love you. You pushed her away. You thought you was better than, people was better than her. Because why? She have a past. Everybody got one. You have one too. But she never treated you as what other people treated you as. She saw you. She saw the goodness in you. She saw you. She never judged you. She never treated you. But all around, you was judging her. You was treating her like she wasn't nothing. You was treating her like she wasn't nobody. You was treating her like she was a kid. Who you think gonna deal with that? Not no grown wise woman. People wise. They're trying to tell you just because she was a little younger than you, it didn't mean she didn't know. She didn't know. Ask yourself. Relationship, friendship, family ships, whatever ships. When you get into something, people is trying to fight so hard against it. Ask yourself why. Question mark. Why? Because they see good. And they don't want to see you with nothing. And knowing if you and that person get together and collide as one, you're going to become something. But that woman going to also show you, man. Woman going to also show you and teach you how to be a woman or a man. And they mad because sometimes mothers do it because they felt like they had failed you as a mother. So you meet that woman with that same kind of nurturing and caring and this and that. And the mama sit there and they watch it. Family sit there and watch that. And when they watch that, they go to picking all in it. But I tried. And we all tried. I gave my best. I didn't come in the relationship trying to be nobody. I came in this relationship trying to be myself. I came in this relationship with honesty. I came in a relationship with love. I came in a relationship with compassion. I came in with kindness. I didn't come in with negativity. I didn't come in with toxicity. I didn't come in with trying to badger nobody. I didn't come in trying to judge you. I didn't come in trying to force you. I didn't come in to do none of that. I came in only to show you and help you and show you the truth. Because God is the spirit of truth. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. God said, I am the light of the world. He didn't say he was the darkness of the world. He said he was the light of the world. And I saw this wasn't going to go nowhere. And when you see things not going to go nowhere, you got to remove yourself. I know it hurt. It hurts us all. It do. But we got to be willing to accept what it is and what it's not. And we got to allow those people to grow. Because if I love you that much, I'm going to let you go so you can grow. Because I love you. I always have loved. Never wanted to see nothing bad for you. Always was happy for your accomplishments. Everything that you was doing, I was happy for that. I was behind you 100%. But you were stabbing me in my back with other people. If you want to know somebody, you don't listen to what people has to say. You ask the people and they gonna tell you who they is. They have no reason to lie. If I'm open, that means I'm open to whatever. But you get so jealous and envy of the person, you wouldn't even be willing to work with the people. Now you become selfish, everything for self, because you think these people trying to overlook you. You being insecure and being childish on some shit when you thinking you have to manipulate this person, use the same game that you was using years ago, but you don't have to do that. All you had to do is really be honest with yourself and be honest with them. Because if you say you love don't hurt. Love is a healing word. It's an action word. It does not hurt. And you wonder how I could sustain. When you grow, let me tell you, when your own family bringing you through pain or your own people bringing you through pain, let me tell you, outsider can't do nothing. You ready and equipped and ready for war, God said. That's my child. And you are not going to touch my anointed. See, we have to be careful of the people we meet out here. We don't know who we meet. We can be meeting an angel. But you trying to take it for granted. You trying to play with it. See, because we don't know when the day going to come and it's going to be over with. And then you accuse the person of cheating. Everything you was doing, it was them people. It wasn't them. Blaming them of cheating, blaming them doing, blaming them doing, it wasn't even them people. People was loyal, they loved you, they was trying to make sure you was straight, they was worried about your well-being, they was caring you. Maybe you never had nobody caring for you, loving you, being kind towards you. Maybe you had to be that roughneck, wanted to be that player type ass nigga. Maybe that's what you chose to be, but that wasn't who this woman saw you as. That woman saw a man standing in front of her that needed help, and she was willing to give her all to help you so you can change and get right, so you can live a better life. That's what she was looking at. She was looking at that man so she can be able to give her king, his queen, a better life, so you're able to live and let you see that it's a different way that you can live. You don't have to live with all those player mentalities. Cheating on no woman, hurting no woman, disrespecting a woman, lying to her. They don't deserve that. Playing mind games with a woman. People don't deserve that. You know all the stuff you bring a woman through when you do things like that. You know you beating them down mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You didn't beat these women down, especially if they was with you for years and years and years. You didn't beat the whole spirituality out these women, but you not thinking that. Because you won't play a mind game. But let me tell you, people don't become your karma until you meet that person just like you. People is your blessings. And you mess that up for trying to be doggish and low down to the good people. And now God got something for you, because you got to remember what goes around comes around. You got to remember what goes up goes down. Back then they said what goes around comes around, not karma. But karma coming real hard. And when it hits you, it's going to hit you hard, and it's going to show you everything that you brought those people through. You about to go through it. And you know exactly how they felt when they was going through it. It ain't so funny when you trying to express your feelings to an insecure motherfucker, or you trying to express yourself to somebody that's insecure and they laughing at you, keep saying they didn't hurt you, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, but keep trying to overlook the situation. Somewhere in you, one day, someday, you have to become honest. All the lives you destroy with that mentality. Because if you're not ready for something, you don't go to it. And when a lady say, and a man say, tell me what's up, go lock the doors because I don't have time for it, I ain't playing no pass, I never had this done to me, believe what they telling you. Because they're not going to let you and no other drag them in no shit that they ain't supposed to be in. God had a covering around them people the whole time, and they watching, knew every low down thing you done. You thought you was doing something to them, but the whole time you was only doing it to yourself. You was a frightened young child. And she saw, and he saw what was in you. She saw, and he saw the spirit in you. And they tried to help. They tried to put you on the right track. They tried to take you the right way. But you didn't want to hear that. You thought it was funny. You thought everything you was doing was funny. So you thought you was mind effing them. But the whole time, you just destroying your own self. And that same nasty baggage go everywhere you go. You know, man, learn to love yourself. Love wins in the end. God is love, man. Implement God in your life today, people. Implement God in your life today, people, because the enemy is real. And one time I didn't think evil was real. I thought everybody was like me, and I never thought they had no bad person. But God had to show me. I had to go through life to know a little bit more. But yes, they do. Evil is real. They coming in all forms and wondering how you know. How I know. How I know. Because God gave me the spiritual discernment to know. God know that he gave me that discernment to know. And he gave me the discernment of truth. That's how I know. A person don't have to tell you nothing. When you wise and you king, God got you. All you got to do is go pray and ask him to show you. He's going to show it all to you. And now we stuck and don't know how to get out the rut. First of all, you got to look at yourself. And look at yourself and forgive yourself all the wrong you have done. Because a real woman, you got to change your game with a real woman. You can't play that same game. You can't play that same game with no real woman. And you can't play that game. Only game you can play, the game you trying to play, being a player and being in that mentality, is a weak little boy, a frightened, a coward. Ain't ready to grow up, immature, insecure, low self-esteem. That's a coward. That's a boy. You're not even ready to be a man. That's why you're in the situation that you're in. You want somebody young, you want this. What they gonna bring you? Them people don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. So it's like dumber and dumber. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. And no shade being thrown. It's the truth. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. So what a young person gonna do for your mind? They can't even elevate you. And you half a 60, they can't elevate you. They can't sit there in no stability because they don't even know life. You trying to learn life, you don't even know life, old as you are. You still acting like a kid. So what could they bring you? How could they possibly want you to change? What you did all that to make somebody mad, and now you mad with your own self. That's why you don't do shit off of feelings, emotions. You got to stop thinking with your emotions. That's something you pray for. These gifts God give us become gifts because we pray for them. You got to help yourself if you want to be helped. I don't care. I don't never have to be in a relationship. I don't never have to be with another man in my life. But I know one thing. I know myself and I know me. And I know God has something in store for me. That's what I do know. And I do know if he sell me to calmer waters, it's because Yashakir, you didn't master yourself. I'm talking about out from my emotions, from my behaviors, from everything, the pain people has caused me. And the pain, I'm talking about the pain. They say outweighs the pleasure until you get ready to do something different. So if you're in enough of pain, you gotta start doing something different. But this woman had to go through life. She was going through her transition when this popped up on her. She didn't have to do what God asked her to do, but she did. She was obedient to the Spirit. And don't forget to be obedient to what God's telling you. You know where you at. You're not even supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be none of that. You're supposed to be by yourself healing. But I forgot you a person can't even be alone. Because you worried about abandonment issues. Childish. You gotta go dig inside yourself and get rid of that childhood wound. I had one too. I had to. In order for me to grow. I can't grow with the same stuff in me. So that means I had to become wise to take that negativity out of me, relearn some things, to learn some things the right way, and do it a whole different way. That's what I had to learn. And I learned it well. Man, I love life. I love what God is doing in my life. Matter no man or woman, just know love conquers all at the end of the day. Love wins at the end of the day. Happy Halloween. You know, it's Friday the 13th. You know, man, choose God. Choose yourself sometimes. Sometimes just choose you. See, because we all overlook something. People overlook their blessing. Because they don't want to work with it, or they too busy worrying about what other people got to say about it. But if the shoe was on the other foot, them people wouldn't have let you told them nothing about nobody they dealing with. Childish, immature, know they could play on you. Now they mind effing you, how you trying to do other people. That's learned behavior. That's learned behavior. That's negativity. That's toxicity. And then what? You're doing shit like a whole narcissist out there. Stalking and, perpetrating, being disrespectful, being dishonest, lying to yourself, being cruel to yourself, not loving yourself. Everything starts with self. It ends with you. It starts with you and it ends with you. Man, I love you guys today. I love y'all. God love y'all too. Just know how to read. Read, baby. Read and start implementing that Bible in your life. Please start implementing your life, because let me tell you, God is all we have out here. In these wicked days and time, God is all we have out here. The devil, the enemy is real, not giving him no glory. Stomp on his feet. But one thing I do know, God gonna prevail it all. God gonna provide it all. And the enemy never win a fight. God gonna always win. Put God first. I love you guys. Start loving yourself. Start knowing your worth as being a woman. You don't have to deal with anything. You can get up and you can remove yourself to heal yourself, change yourself, know who you are. Because if you want something different, you gotta be about doing something different to get what you want. A relationship, a marriage, a family ship, a sex ship, whatever kind of ship. All change comes from you. Whatever you want different, you gotta be about doing something different. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Love y'all.